Okay, so if you're wondering how to determine missing angles of angles created from two parallel lines cut by transversal, this video is going to do a really great job explaining that. So what we have here is we have two sets of lines, or two lines, that are parallel, and I'm going to go ahead and mark these as parallel. Whenever we see this little notation here, that means lines are parallel, and they're cut by this transversal. And it's important to know that they're parallel because that tells us that there's special relationships. There's congruent angles based on these special relationships when the lines are parallel. So what we have here, it says if angle 5 is 95 degrees, find the measure of the remaining angles. Then say all the angle relationships the angle has with other angles on the plane. So we know right here that angle 5 is 95 degrees, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to go through, we're going to name each angle's measurement and relationship. So we're going to start with angle 1. Angle 1, we're going to say, is also 95 degrees. And I know that angle 1 is 95 degrees because angle 1 and angle 5 are alternate exterior angles, okay? So these are alternate exterior angles. So angle 1 is alternate exterior to angle 5. And we know that alternate exterior angles are congruent when two lines are parallel, when they're created by two parallel lines. Let's know what the other angle relationships we're going to see here. All right, so then it says supplementary to and supplementary to. So what two angles is one supplementary to? Well, we know supplementary angles are created from straight angles. So a straight angle is the angle that splits 1 and 6. So angle 1 is supplementary to angle 6. And angle 1 is also supplementary to angle 4. Let me not do that color. It's a little too dark. All right, angle 1 is also supplementary to angle 4. So we see those also form a straight line angle. So really, anytime we have angles that are side by side that share a straight line side, those create supplementary angles that are adding up to 180 degrees. So angle 1 is supplementary to angle 6, and it's supplementary to angle 4. We've already said it's alternate exterior to angle 5, and it's vertical to angle 8, and it corresponds to angle 3, okay? So it corresponds to angle 3. So I'm going to jump off from angle 3. So we know that angle 1 and angle 3 are corresponding. So angle 1 is corresponding to angle 3. So we know that those are also congruent. So we know corresponding angles have the same measure. So if angle 1 is 95 degrees, angle 3 is also going to be 95 degrees. Then we can do the angle relationships for angle 3. So we know angle 3 is corresponding to angle 1 because we just said that. Angle 3 is going to be supplementary to angle 2, and it's supplementary to angle 7. So it's supplementary to 2 and 7. So basically whatever angles are beside it are the ones that it's supplementary to. So it's supplementary to angle 2 and supplementary to angle 7. Angle 3 is alternate interior to angle 8. So angle 3 is alternate interior to angle 8. And it's vertical to angle 5. That right there also lets us know that it's 95 degrees because our original angle was 95 degrees and 3 is vertical from it. Okay, and the last one that we're going to do is 95 degrees is going to be our angle that is alternate interior to angle 3. So I'm doing all the ones that are 95 degrees, and then I'll show you how to do the others. So angle 3 we said was alternate interior to angle 8. Okay, so we know that, and we know that alternate interior angles are congruent. Okay, so if angle 3 was 95, angle 8 is 95. Angle 8 is also vertical to angle 1. Angle 1 is 95, therefore we know vertical angles are congruent. Angle 8 would also be 95 because it's vertical angle 1. Angle 8 is corresponding to our original angle, angle 5. Therefore have the same measurement. And then you could say angle 8 is supplementary to the two angles beside it, which are going to be angle 6 and angle 4. So we know that it is supplementary to angle 6 and angle 4. Now, that is all the angles that are 95 degrees. So when you do these, 4 of the angles will be one measure and 4 will be another measure. Usually you'll have one acute angle and one obtuse angle. So we know that angle 1, angle 8, angle 3, and angle 5 are all 95 degrees. So how do I find my remaining 4 angles? That's where these supplementary angles are going to come into play. So let's go back to angle 2. Angle 2 originally is supplementary to angle 5. That was our given angle. All right, so angle 2 is supplementary to angle 5, and it's supplementary to angle 3. So what could possibly be the measure? Well, we know 180 degrees is what supplementary angles add up to, and we know one of those angles is 95. So if I subtract that 95 degrees, I have that my remaining angle is going to be 85 degrees. Okay, it's going to be 85 degrees. So we know that angle 2 is 85 degrees. And honestly, I probably should have switched these up because it shows that the bigger angle is smaller. For this example, understand that normally an obtuse angle is going to look bigger. I didn't realize that until I was just working this out. So angle 2 is 85 degrees because it's supplementary to angle 5. Angle 2 is then, we're going to look at other relationships. Angle 2 is alternate interior to angle 4. Angle 2 is vertical to angle 7. And angle 2 is corresponding to angle 6. So right there, we can honestly decide that what every other angle is. If it's vertical to angle 5, we know, vertical to angle 7, we know that vertical angles are congruent. So if angle 2 is 85, angle 7 will be 85. It is corresponding to angle 6. We know corresponding angles are congruent, so angle 6 will also be 85. And it is alternate interior to angle 4, so angle 4 will also be 85 degrees. So like that, you can find all your missing angles, and then from there, all we're doing is discussing our relationships. So angle 4 is supplementary to 1 and 8, because it's beside 1 and 8. Angle 4 is alternate interior to angle 2. It's kind of like, and I want to point that out to you. When you do these, like notice angle 2 is alternate interior to 4 and angle 4 is alternate interior to 2. Those should be pairs. They should match up there. Okay, just like with the vertical angles here, we have angle 4 is vertical to angle 6. We're going to say that angle 4 is vertical to angle 6. And angle 6, therefore, would be vertical to angle 4. So those are like matching pairs there. So once you have one, you have the other one. So it's not as much work as you originally think. Okay, angle 4 is corresponding to angle 7, and angle 6 is supplementary to angle 1, and supplementary to angle 8. Angle 6 is alternate exterior to angle 7, which means angle 7 will be alternate exterior to angle 6, if you can do, if you want to just do that one right there. And then angle 6 is corresponding to angle 2, just like angle 2 is corresponding to angle 6. And then angle 7 is supplementary to 3, angle 3, and angle 5. And it's alternate exterior to angle 6, vertical to angle 2, and corresponding to angle 4. Okay, so just a way to remember to do this, basically once you find one angle of these, you can find every other angle, and then you just have to list the relationships. So I hope this helps you guys complete your activity. Again, technically the 95-degree angle should have been the wider angles, but for this example, we're more talking about identifying those relationships and sizes. I hope this helps you better understand angle relationships cut when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal.